Okay, Steve Jankowski here, and I've been really busy doing a lot of my own marketing. And so what I thought I'd do is I just put together a little bit of a chalk talk because the fall's coming. I've been preparing for the fall, and traffic's picking up, and I have a lot of people on my team that really aren't doing stuff right, and I've done tons of webinars and made tons of training available. And for some of you, it just hasn't clicked. So I thought I would do a little bit of a chalk talk to talk about the tactics and strategies on how to get everything set up. All right. So whatever you're marketing online, one of the first things that you really need to have is you need to have your autoresponder set up, and hopefully you already have that set up. But then you need to have your landing page. Okay. And the reason why that's so important is because your home marketing doesn't do any good unless you're basically capturing names and emails. I mean, that's sort of the starting point and ground zero of pretty much any online business. I mean, unless you're just driving people directly to a sales page and you don't care if they buy or not because you have so much traffic, usually you want to capture their name and email. And so I've seen a lot of people marketing online, and they're doing videos, they're doing articles, they're setting up blogs, but they've got a really crappy landing page. And if you have a bad landing page, all of your other efforts really are good for nothing. So you really need to have a good landing page, and that's why I've encouraged people to use OptimizePress whenever possible, because it's a real simple, easy, and quick way to just plug in your autoresponder information, put some copy in there, and plug in a video, and you have a landing page that will probably convert. Now, if you have a face made for radio, or you're not comfortable getting on camera like I am now, then make a slideshow. I use a slideshow in one of my main landing pages, and they totally work. If you can't do it, you can't figure out how to make a good video that converts, get a friend to do it. Get some help. All right, get a team member to do it for you. But really, it would be best if you do it yourself, because you want to be branding yourself out there. Now, the landing page is basically where we're going to send people, okay? And so this is where I think people get really confused, and there's no hard and fast rule as to how we're going to do this, okay? But things have changed a little bit. Back when Google did the big Panda update, the big Google slap last winter, one of the things that happened, one of the fallouts of that, was that eZineArticles.com no longer has follow links. Okay, all of the links are no follow links, which means you're no longer getting any search engine juice to your blog or to your website from eZineArticles.com. But eZineArticles.com does still generate a lot of traffic. I mean, it's the top article directory online. So what I would do, if you have your landing page, let's put your landing page in the center, because that's where your business happens. And I know that's not a straight square. Let me make that a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to put landing page right here. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. I know I have some reflections with the lights, but this is something I kind of put together fairly quick. So we're going to put landing page there, okay? eZine Articles. You can send traffic directly to your landing page from eZine Articles. YouTube. Okay, in YouTube, you can send traffic to your landing page, or you can send it to your blog, or basically wherever you want. It kind of depends on what the video is, but if the video is intended to try to get a lead, you might want to send that to your landing page. Okay, now, if I make a video, more often than not, I'm going to want to put it on another website. So, I mean, we can talk about Dailymotion or Vidler. There are other sites you can put it on. And if you do that, then you might want to link some of these other videos, instead of to a landing page, over to your blog. Okay? And I made the blog a little bit bigger, because the blog is going to be one of your main homes online if you're looking to market for free. Now, the beautiful thing about a blog is you can just keep putting content in there. You can use different keywords. If you're doing reviews, you can put review after review after review in your blog, and that blog will then be out there in the search engines, and it can rank on page 5 for some keywords, or it can rank on page 1. And you can just keep putting that stuff out there. Now, if you submit an article to ezinearticles.com, once it's accepted, okay, then go ahead and put it on your blog. Or if you want, rewrite it and put it on your blog. If you don't get accepted by eZine Articles, if they kick it back for some editorial reason, then if you think it's a really powerful keyword and you have a chance at getting a huge amount of traffic, you might want to rewrite it and resubmit it to eZine Articles. But if you're not really sure how powerful it's going to be, maybe it's not worth the effort to rewrite it. Maybe you can just go ahead and put it into your blog and, you know, save yourself some time that way. Now, let's talk about the blog and how to blog market effectively. All right, remember I talked about the panda slap that happened? Well, I've been doing a lot of testing on my blogs, and when you create a page on the blog, that is a completely different page, or if you create a post, it's a completely different page on the internet. And so it's going to get crawled by the spiders, and you want to have as much search engine optimization in there as possible. Okay? So some of the things that you want to do is when you create a page on the blog, you're going to want to have some plugins in your blog. You're going to want to have a account at ping.fm. Okay, and then go and do some searches for plugins for Ping. I think if you just do a search for ping.fm, there's a plugin for that, and what will happen is you'll set up your account at ping.fm, and you'll have to go and set up accounts at a whole bunch of different social bookmarking sites and things like that. And then when you put the plugin in your blog, every time you do a blog post, it'll send out a message automatically to ping.fm. Now you can also use ping.fm if you're not putting something on your blog, but you do create a video. You can go ahead and do a post inside of ping.fm, and it'll send it out wherever you want it to go. Twitter, Facebook. I don't know if Ping has StumbleUpon, but there's a bunch of social bookmarking things in there. So go ahead and look for a plugin. Maybe I'll go ahead and whatever page I put this on, I'll put in the names of the plugins that I've been using. You might also want to set up an account at OnlyWire. OnlyWire is another, basically a bookmarking site, a content aggregator. It pushes content out onto the net, and there's a plugin for that. I'll go ahead and I'll put that on the page. They have a free service and a paid service. The free service will give you 300 links a month. So if you choose, I think the last time I set it up, I had like 31 places that it went. So, you know, round it down to 30. That means you can get about 10 posts in your blog, shout out to OnlyWire, and you can get that for free. So you can get 300 backlinks a month basically for free. If you want to purchase, I think it's like 10 bucks for 1,000 or something like that. You can go ahead and look at it. But that's another thing that I do. Now, when it comes to publishing anything on your blog, I highly recommend that you make a video around whatever keyword it is that you're targeting on your blog. Make a video and go ahead and write your post or your page in your blog, but do not publish it until you have the video made. And then take that video and embed it inside your blog post. But remember, don't publish it until you have the video in, because the instant you publish on your blog will automatically go ahead and send out pings to a bunch of places online, and basically those pings will cause the spiders and bots to come and crawl your blog, and you want them, when they come to your blog, you want them to see the YouTube video, because, you know, Google owns YouTube, and if you think about it, when the spider comes to your blog, they're going to see, wow, this post is all about these keywords. The keywords are in the tags, the structure's right on the page, you know, everything's perfect, plus they have a YouTube video on here, and the spiders will look at the YouTube video and they'll see that, you know, wow, this YouTube video is all about the same keywords that this post is about, has the same tags, and it's actually embedded on that page, and we own YouTube, and we like YouTube, so we might actually rank this higher in the search engine. So the whole idea is that if you're going to put effort into doing this stuff that you're maximizing your effort. So, there's no sense in doing any of this if you have a crappy landing page, okay? No sense at all. So get a decent landing page that converts. And then when you do this stuff, you want to do it so that you get the maximum effect out of your efforts. And, if it means that instead of just taking an hour or even a half an hour to create a post, go ahead and spend a little bit more time, do the video, make sure you have all this stuff set up so that when you put it on there, it gets pinged out, it gets sent through the internet, you get maximum backlinks, which will push you up in the search engines. Now, why are we doing this with the blog? Well, we want traffic to go from this blog to the landing page, okay? And there's different ways you can do that. I would say on pretty much every post or every page you want to have, to learn more about what you do, click here. To learn more about what Steve does, click here. Or you might want to put it in an opt-in form on the page itself. You might want to have one in the margins. You might even, you can also get the opt-in with like a light box that you can set up through Aweber, but somehow you want to get people from here to here, ideally, or you can just capture the lead right on your landing page. You're probably going to have a higher opt-in rate over here on the landing page than you do on the blog. And I need to go see how long I've been talking. I'm at 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I have a few more minutes that I can talk. So what I'll do is I'll put on the page some of the recommended plugins that I have. Now, there's one other thing that I've been working on, and I'm really not prepared to do a training on it, but it's pretty exciting. I bought a plugin for my blog, and I got the distributor rights to it, so I can share it with other people. I'll probably do it for, I don't know, $10 or something like that. But basically what it is it's a plugin that's designed for local businesses. And the way they marketed it for local businesses is you can go in and put a whole bunch of cities into your plugin, and then you can create a single post and put a modifier where you would put the city, and the software will then go in and put whatever the city name is anywhere on that page. And so basically it helps you create unique content. Well, when they built this plugin, they also put the capability into it to actually be a spinner. And so I looked at the plugin, and I thought about it at first for consulting with local businesses, but once I got the plugin and I looked at it, I realized there's a lot more potential here because you don't have to just target cities. All cities are keywords. You can target pretty much any niche. So what I'm doing is I'm doing some tests, and if you think about the power of this, can you imagine if you did a single post on your blog and you click the publish button, and instead of creating one post, it created 800. And each post was different and unique. And that's what I'm in the process of testing. I've basically been working on it for the last few weeks. So that's kind of exciting stuff. But I hope this helped and kind of made things a little bit clearer. I've done a lot of the same stuff, covered a lot of the same stuff on live webinars that I've done. And hopefully maybe doing a chalk talk really helps. Go ahead and let me know if this is helpful. You can click like, you can make a comment perhaps on the page this is on, or whatever. Let me know, and if you like the video, certainly a thumbs up or a Google Plus would be great. At any rate, I'll try to put more information on the page about the plugins that I'm using. If you want to try that plugin I just told you about, you can go ahead and give me a ring or shoot me an email, and I can get it to you. Anyway, take care.